What's up, Ada Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. I'm your host, Fareed. As a part of today's video, we're talking about all of the latest highlights in the Cardano ecosystem. First things first, we've got the applications for the Interim Constitutional Committee just coming to a close. As a part of that update, I want to talk a little bit more about governance, but then how you in the community can also get involved. And then as governance nears, we will be having the official Constitutional Committee being elected following the ratification of the Cardano Constitutional Convention taking place in December of 2024. Second, we've got updates surrounding Cornucopias. So they've got their ongoing file node NFT sale. They've also released a rewards calculator or a rewards dashboard, which I want to highlight as a part of today's video. Last but not least, the Cornucopias game has officially announced their expansion into Apex Fusion, which is a brand new blockchain aiming to fuse together the UTXO model, which Cardano uses, directly with the EVM or the account-based model that Ethereum uses. Third, we've got a partnership between Zengate Global and the World Mobile team. Now, World Mobile has made a few announcements here in the past couple of days when it comes to partnerships, but this one is very, very unique in the sense that there's already a close team or close relationship between the team at Palmyra, which is one of the 3 products offered by Zengate and the World Mobile community. So I want to talk about exactly what that means, what that entails, and what we can expect from that particular partnership. Fourth, we've got the Cerra token and their official token sale. That'll be kicking off on June 11th. They've also got some undergoing audits, which I want to highlight as a part of today's video. And last but not least, we've got the Metera Testnet finally being opened up to the public. So I want to highlight exactly what you can do in order to test the platform, given the fact that it is an incentivized testnet, meaning you'll be able to earn the Metera token on the mainnet once that launches and once the token generation event concludes. That said, if it's your first time stopping by, my name is Fareed, and my goal here is to help you find your way around the Cardano ecosystem, providing you with all of the latest news, highlights, and tutorials for all the biggest builders here in the Cardano ecosystem. If you'd like to support the channel, consider delegating with the official Dapp Central stake pool, which is stake pool ticker DAPP. Right now, you'll be earning the traditional ADA rewards, which you can claim at any time, in addition to the Tokyo token, which is a brand new wallet developing and releasing here on Cardano. You'll also be earning the Cerra token, which I'll be talking about them here in just a minute, as well as the Metera token. So a total of 4 tokens if you do delegate to the pool. As always, I appreciate all of your ongoing support. Jumping into the first piece here, we've got an update coming out from the Intersect MBO. If you have not already signed up for the Intersect MBO and you want to be a part of governance when Cardano kicks off, now would be the time to make sure to go ahead and do so. Now, keep in mind, there's different portions of the MBO. So if you're worried or more focused about stablecoins, there's a stablecoin working group. If you're more or less worried about DeFi or even something like marketing, they have separate groups for that as well. And so again, make sure to go ahead and get involved. And if you have expertise in the space, or if you feel passionately about one particular piece of the ecosystem, you can probably give your input through the Intersect MBO. Now it states here, applications to join the Interim Constitutional Committee have officially closed. So just closed about 2 hours ago if you take a look at UTC time. And it states here that there's an incredible lineup in terms of potential committee members. Now they've left a link to the official documentation page here within their Gitbook, which breaks down what the Interim Constitutional Committee is basically required to do. And then they highlight all of the eligible candidates that the Cardano community will be voting for. Now, backing up here just a little bit, I've talked a little bit about governance not too long ago, but there's going to be about 4 different roles when it comes to Cardano governance. The first is the Constitutional Committee. Their job is to make sure that every single action that's submitted in terms of governance abides by the existing Cardano Constitution, which again will be signed and ratified, hopefully, in December of 2024, taking place in Argentina. Second, we've got delegate representatives, which basically act as elected officials, casting votes in unison with their delegators. And then we've also got the SPOs or stake pool operators, as well as your average or your traditional ADA holder. Now, again, today's update is solely focusing, on the Interim Constitutional Committee member selection, which requires the following. The number one is the fact that they have to uphold the interim constitution. So before the official constitution comes out and is agreed upon in December, we're going to have a interim constitution, very similar to the interim constitutional committee, and they have to make sure that all the actions abide by that interim constitution. Second, they must be an ADA holder. So they've got to hold the ADA token. Third, they have to provide transparent deliberation, meaning that how they've come to a particular decision as to whether an action is constitutional or not constitutional has to be made public. Third, they have to have regular communication between themselves and the community, which they get together, review governance actions, confer on technical guidance and analysis. And then with the intersect administrative support, they also take minutes to be published publicly. Now, following that, they also have to publish their rationale, again, how they've come to either approving or rejecting a proposal. And then last but not least, they must stay informed as to all the biggest and most important issues impacting the Cardano community. In terms of candidates here, we got them on the left-hand side. We've got Abe Ellis. We've got Johnny Kelly, Josh Stone from the Book.io team. We've got Mauro Andreoli from the Latin American community, and a few other members here at the very bottom there as well. So if you guys want to find out more about the potential interim committee members, you can head over to the Intersected book. I'll leave the link to that down below. Do keep in mind that this is just the interim committee, meaning that once we have governance online and we have the official constitutional document or the constitution, which has been agreed upon by the community, we will have the opportunity to actually vote for a longer term constitutional committee. So again, this is just the interim committee until December of 2024. Next, we've got updates surrounding the Cornucopias game. So I just sat down with Rob and Josh not too long ago back in Consensus, taking place in Austin, Texas. And this was one of the points that we discussed. This is their file node NFT sale. So it states here T minus 20 days until the end of our file node NFT sale. Now, they'll be closing this down after June 30th, and I believe we should be able to actually begin ramping up and using the NFTs beginning on July 1st. Now, if you're not familiar with the file nodes themselves, what they basically allow for you to do is to provide resources to the Cornucopias team or the Cornucopias game, and in exchange, you'll be receiving Cornucopias tokens or Copi tokens for your services. Now, the real benefit here is to end users who are downloading the game, which right now spans at about 18 to 20 gigs, depending on the updates that are applied in their latest releases. But you can imagine that that takes quite a bit to download. So with these file nodes, they're going to be basically your ticket to host decentralized infrastructure, providing shards or smaller portions of the game to anybody who's willing to download them. So you're providing a service, right? Which is the ability for people to download shards of the game directly from your node or from your server. In return, you're earning the Copi token. And then from an end user's perspective, they don't have to sit around all day and wait for the game to download. Now, in addition to the fact that the sale will be ending, the team also released a brand new rewards calculator. So I want to quickly talk about this here. So as it stands, they've sold a total of 7,800 of the file node NFTs. As you can see there, the maximum allocation was 20,000. So the team originally were planning or had planned to sell 10,000 on Cardano and an additional 10,000 between Ethereum and Base. So right now they are well below the amount that they were looking to sell, but this actually presents an opportunity for anybody who's already purchased one of the file node NFTs, in the sense that the amount of rewards will be fixed. So regardless of whether they sell all of the NFTs or not, the amount of rewards that are allocated for node operators will stay the same. Now, if they sell all of the NFTs, you can imagine that there's then more people who have skin in the game, meaning there's more people that have to have the token distributed amongst them. Whereas if they don't sell them all, then there could be more rewards for the 7,800 current NFT holders. Now, on right below that, we've got the number of active nodes. Ideally, we'd love to see 100% of the nodes up and running, providing a valuable service, but I don't think that will be the case. So right now we've got this slider currently set at 75%. And then at the very bottom here, you can identify how many nodes you own in particular. So I'm going to get myself out of the way here very quickly. And let's just say for now, the number of NFTs sold remains the same. Again, we have 75% of them online. And let's say that I currently own 15. Now, in that event, I have to put up, or at least lock up 15,000 Copi tokens with my first 3 file node NFTs. After that, you don't have to lock up any additional copy. So because I've got 15 here, I've got to lock up that minimum, or I should say maybe that maximum of the 3 NFTs, all requiring 5,000 copy tokens. So that's how we get this 15,000 copy here. Again, a lockup of 5,000 copy for the first 3 NFTs that you hold. Now, in terms of how much I would be rewarded given this particular investment, I would earn 183 of the copy tokens per day. And at the end of a year, that would equal to about 66,000 of the copy tokens. Now, I ran some numbers here. And in order to pick up 15 of these NFT nodes, I used a round number of $300, right? Which would be an investment of about $4,500. So not too bad here when you're taking a look at that. But then exactly how much are you earning after that first year? Well, right now, if you take the 66,000 of the copy tokens that you would earn after that first year, that would be equivalent to about $3,300 given the current price of copy. Now, again, keep in mind that if the price of copy goes up, that value will also go up in terms of USD. If the value of copy goes down, then that USD value would also go down. So I can't predict the future, but right now, as it stands, you would be earning about 75% of your initial investment, right, which would have been the $4,500 if you were to go ahead and basically operate your 15 nodes for a year. Now you would break even at about a year and 2 to 3 months. And then anything after that would be pure profit, right? But do keep in mind that there are also costs associated with running a server, making sure that, everything and all the resources are available. And then potentially as the game grows, there may need to be upgrades to the server nodes themselves. So do keep that in mind, but I want to at least provide some insights as to the benefits, the rewards, and the trade-offs when it comes to potentially investing in the file node NFTs. Moving over, we've got the fact that the Cornucopias team is now excited to announce a partnership into Apex Fusion. I've talked about Apex Fusion not too long ago. They're basically a blockchain aiming to connect UTXO in the EVM or counting model. They've already onboarded a few pretty well-known Cardano projects, Cornucopias being their latest that they've now onboarded. They've also onboarded the ViFi DEX. They've onboarded the T-1 Launchpad. They've also onboarded the Jira wallet, the Eternal wallet, Charlie 3 Oracles, and a few other projects that will be announced in the coming days. So it's good to see the fact that the Cornucopias team continues to spread their wings. Again, not only available on Cardano, now Apex Fusion, also ETH, BNB, as well as Base. That'll do it there for updates surrounding the Cornucopias game. Next, we've got a brief piece here surrounding Zengate Global. So Zengate Global basically operates 3 separate products. One is currently live on mainnet. That's the Palmyra Commodities DEX. The other 2 products I'll leave off the table for now. But with the Palm token or with the Palmyra protocol, they're basically aiming to provide accessibility to commodities, right? Especially from a seller's perspective. And they've already launched the platform with T, I believe, coming in from Southeast Asia. Now, I've had Theo, Daniel, and Sam here on the channel. They've talked about the fact that they're looking to expand into different markets, which include more tea, but then they've also talked about olive oil and a few other spices as well. Now, that said, they've now officially struck a partnership with World Mobile, where it reads connecting the unconnected for enhanced internet connectivity and trade access solutions. We're joining forces with World Mobile to integrate their blockchain-based wireless network infrastructure into the Palmyra platform. They've got a full article here. For the sake of time, I've already highlighted a couple of pieces that I want to read, just not to take up too much time here, but it states, Zengate and World Mobile have joined forces in a strategic partnership that will integrate Zengate's innovative Palmyra platform with World Mobile's blockchain-based wireless network infrastructure. So in the grand scheme of things, imagine accessing the Palmyra Commodities DEX, but then from there being able to see available plans for World Mobile. Again, with Palmyra, they're looking to serve the underserved and to provide an opportunity in terms of sales and business to traders that have historically been able to grow a commodity, but have not had the leverage to be able to actually tap into a market without having to pay high fees or high entry prices. Continuing on, it reads, this alliance is poised to significantly enhance internet connectivity and trade access, particularly in underserved regions, driving sustainable and economic growth and digital inclusion. Now, talking a little bit deeper or diving a little bit deeper into the three sort of portions in which they aim to help each other out. Number one, it states here, enhanced internet connectivity. Again, they're going to be integrating World Mobile's blockchain-based wireless network directly into their trading platform. Number two, it highlights blockchain enhanced trade access, where it reads, utilizing the blockchain technology, this partnership intends to revolutionize trade access by providing transparent, efficient, and secure trade solutions. Last but not least, they'll be aiming to feed off of each other's communities, where it highlights community and ecosystem development, where both organizations are committed to nurturing a thriving community around these technologies with plans to conduct joint workshops, training sessions, and support initiatives that drive user education and engagement. That will do it there for that particular piece. Congrats to Dan, the rest of the team, Theo, Sam, as well as Brian, aka Hero Pool, just for their hard work. And I believe there's going to be more announcements actually coming out from this Zengate team. So definitely do keep an eye out from them on the channel here moving forward. Now, before we dive into the next piece, if you guys are enjoying today's content, I would appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up. It really does make a difference here, not only spreading this to other Cardano members, but getting this out to the masses outside of Cardano. If you want more content like this, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions, then make sure to leave a comment down below. Again, if you want to take your support a step further, consider delegating with the official Dapp Central Stake Pool, which is Stake Pool ticker DAPP. Moving into the next piece, we've got updates surrounding Cerra. If you guys haven't heard of Cerra, they're a DeFi protocol building here on Cardano, and they've dubbed themselves as a decentralized profit-sharing finance hub in the ecosystem. In terms of services that they currently offer, that includes derivatives tradings, P2P lending, copy trading, and they've also got an AMM DEX or an AMM swap protocol. Now, their official token launch, right, will be taking place tomorrow on June 11th at 12 UTC. But keep in mind that you can also earn the token by delegating through their ISPO. Now, I'll leave the ticker to their stake pool down below. You can also delegate to the Dapp Central Stake Pool. Now, keep in mind, if you delegate to the Dapp Central Stake Pool, you'll still earn your traditional ADA rewards, but you're not going to earn as much of the Cerra token. If you delegate directly to the Cerra pool, they've got a 99% margin, meaning you won't earn any ADA, but you'll earn more of the Cerra token. So that's two separate ways to get exposure to the token, in addition to their upcoming token sale or their token launch. Now, keep in mind that this will be done with the Coinecta Finance team, which has recently held token sales for the Banana Clip team. And then I want to say there was another project as well, but their name currently escapes my mind. Moving along, we do have the fact that once the actual tokens are live, the team will be providing liquidity on their own DEX, of course. They're also going to be providing liquidity on Sunday Swap V3, as well as MinSwap. Last but not least, we've got the fact that their profit sharing audit will be done by Anastasia Labs. So Philip DeSaro and Mladen, who are two of sort of the leads there when it comes to that project, will be in charge of reviewing, analyzing, and just critiquing all of their smart contracts ahead of the actual launch on mainnet when it comes to their profit sharing model. That will do it there for updates surrounding Cerra. Last but definitely not least, we've got updates coming in here from Metera. So their public testnet has officially gone live as of earlier today, and the team is rewarding the community with a total of 1 million of the Metera tokens. So as you test and as you provide feedback, you will be eligible to earn some of their Metera token once their TGE concludes, which should be, I believe, in epoch number 494. So within the next month or so, we should have the official Metera token live. And if you participate in the testnet, you'll get early access to that particular token as a reward for your time and contribution. It states here, everyone's eligible to earn rewards by testing out the public testnet and by providing feedback. If you have any feedback, they've left a form which is available on Google in order for you to provide any issues, bugs, or just comments that you might think might help the protocol moving forward. Now, the official platform is available at test.meteraprotocol.io. Again, links will be left down below. Last but not least, I've talked about this briefly before, but we've got the Metera team partnering up with Cerberus in order to launch two more indexes or two more indices, one dealing with a short-term outlook and then one dealing with a long-term outlook. If you guys want more information surrounding both of these brand new indexes or indices, you can check out the official Google Forms, which I've left down below, again, where we've got the weightings and the tokens, which will be included in both. that will do it here for today's video. Hope you guys found it to be helpful. A brief update, but important one nonetheless, talking about Intersect, Cornucopias, Zengate, Cerra, and Metera. As always, if you guys found any portion of today's video to be helpful or informational, I would appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by and you want more content like this, consider subscribing. And last but not least, if you have any questions for me or about any of the protocols I've discussed today, then make sure to leave a comment down below. That said, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.